My wife walked in with her new boyfriend and a 5-year-old in tow, slammed the divorce papers down, and told me to get out. Then our son held out a photo album and said, "Mom, you really don't know." Her smile froze the moment she saw the last picture inside. I opened the front door and froze. She stood there in the driveway, my wife Emily, wearing tight jeans she hadn't worn in months, and a smug grin that didn't belong in a marriage. But that wasn't the part that twisted my gut. No, behind her, leaning against a brand new black Escalade like he owned the damn world, stood a man I'd never seen before. Tall, tan, hair too perfect to be real. One arm casually wrapped around two kids who looked just old enough to understand betrayal. And just behind them, my son Noah clinging to the doorway with wide, confused eyes. Emily didn't even wait for me to speak. She tossed her long bleach blonde hair over her shoulder and said, "Mark, meet Jason and his boys. They'll be staying here for a bit. I think it's time we stop pretending." I laughed, not the funny kind, but the broken, sharp, hollow kind that echoes from a place deep inside you. Pretending what exactly? I managed. She walked right past me without flinching. Jason followed, kids in tow, dragging in suitcases like they'd moved in before asking. "You and I," she said, tossing her purse on the couch, "we've been done for a long time. You're just too blind to admit it." Noah stepped beside me, his hand trembling as he gripped my arm. "Dad, why is he here?" Emily glanced back smug. "Because he's the one keeping me warm now." That sentence didn't just hit me, it detonated something inside. I should have seen it coming, the late nights, the sudden gym obsession, the new underwear tag still on, never meant for me. The way she'd look at her phone, and smirk like it whispered dirty secrets, only she was allowed to hear. But I was stupid. I thought maybe we were just going through a rough patch. That if I kept being the stable one, the provider, the protector, she'd come back around. Turns out she already had someone else wrapping their arms around her. While I sat in the next room, holding this marriage together like duct tape, on a sinking ship. "Jason's boys are nice," she added with a fake grin. "Maybe they'll help Noah be less soft." That was it, that's when something inside me snapped. But before I could speak, before I could even breathe, Noah stepped forward. My 12-year-old son with eyes just like mine, but stronger in that moment than I'd ever been. He pointed straight at Emily and said, loud enough for the whole damn neighborhood to hear, "You're not my mom anymore." She blinked, taken off guard for the first time since she stepped out of that SUV. "I saw your messages," he continued, voice shaking but growing stronger. "You told Jason you wanted to get rid of me because I remind you of Dad. You call me a roadblock." Jason shifted uncomfortably. Emily's face turned pale, then red, then twisted into something venomous. "You little brat," she spat. "You had no right." I said, stepping forward. "He had every right. Because we were playing house with some discount Kindle. He was watching everything fall apart, and wondering why you didn't love us anymore." She looked at me like I was a bug under her heel. "Oh please don't make this dramatic. You were boring, Mark, predictable. I needed a man who made me feel something again." "Feel something?" I said, staring at the man who hadn't said a word yet. "This clown." Jason finally stepped up, his voice smooth like he practiced it in a mirror. "Look man, it's not personal, Emily deserves to be happy." I almost laughed again, but my fists were clenched too tight. "I hope she makes you as
Subscribe for more.